So till now we finished NPV. Now another important concept is relating to internal rate of return. It's very simple. We have already calculated in a situation where we are looking at, you know, N, that is outflow discounted, discounted inflow, and at this stage, at what? At a particular rate of cost of capital or whatever rate, 16%, 15%, whatever they are giving in the problem. Depending on that, the inflow, if it is more than the outflow, there is NPV positive. Then you go for the project. Now here it's a little different. Here they're saying that they want you to find that particular rate of this cost of capital at which this is equal to this. That means this is 5,000, means this is also 5,000. Therefore, NPV is how much? NPV is nil. They will not, they are normal in the problem that we have till now we did. We have done where this is given. The cost of capital is given, or the rate of at which you have to discount is already given. It's called hurdle rate, cost of capital, all those things, based on which you are discounting the inflow, discounting the outflow, and you are getting some value, positive or negative. If it is positive, you go for the project. If it's negative, you don't go for the project. Here what they are saying, they are not going to give you this. They are asking you to find that hurdle rate or cost of capital at which the inflow and outflow are going to be same, and therefore your NP will nil. So that what is that cost of capital? Well, just recover your outflows. So it is the rate at which the sum total of discounted cash inflows equals the discounted cash outflows. The IRR is the discount rate at which the NPV is, so the project is zero. That's what I told. IRR represents the rate of return of this uncovered investment balance in the project. IRR is the rate of return of the initial investments made in the project. Decision making, how do you do? If IRR is greater than overall cost of capital, accept the project. IRR is equal to this thing, project generates cash flows at the rate just equal to the cost of capital. It may be accepted or rejected depending on the constitutes the indifference point. It may be accepted or rejected. It constitutes the indifference point. If IRR is less than KO, reject the project. These are the steps in which you have to understand. Now, how do we calculate? How do you find out this rate? It's very simple. We have already done it, but similar to that we have done. Determine the total cash outflows of the project and the time period in which occurs, because we have to list out the items the way we have done when we do a time period and the outflows. Similarly, time cash flows and time period, which year, 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Take an arbitrary discount rate of say 10%, random term, and calculate NPV. Choose another discount rate like 10%, take 14%, take 14, and compute NPV. But the second time when you choose, it should be such that the first time when you choose, this is the NPV chart, suppose. When you choose the first time 10%, it should be positive. When you choose the second time, the NPV should be negative. What? The NPV should be negative, such that the 0 point is somewhere in between. This is a zero NPV. Therefore, what is the spread? Suppose this is 10% you have taken, this you have taken 14%. Like the cumulative discounted year you're calculating, no discounted payback and all that. How do you do? Therefore, the change in rate is how much? 4% here. Because of which the NPV has moved from this point to this point. And based on the proportion, you can calculate this 0 point, which is your IRR. At this point, NPV is 0. NPV is 0. That is your IRR point. That is coming somewhere here. What is that? We have to find out. For example, if NPV is positive at 10%, choose a higher discount rate to get a negative NPV or vice versa. Compute the change in NPV over the two selected period. That's what I said. Two selected, 14 to 10. Choose the difference from here to here. What is the movement? On proportionate basis, compute the discount rate at which NPV is negative. So this is how we will be doing the problem. It's very simple. Don't worry about it. Okay. We'll do a problem now.